Greetings, welcome to Gallery Z. This is our September 2020 exhibit. I'm going to introduce you the artists, or their works actually. We are into our 9th exhibit of 2020. It's a very unique exhibit. It's an exhibit of 3 artists. 2 are brother and sister, and 1 is an artist originally from Moscow. Artists' names are Julian Penrose, Christina Penrose, and Alex Khomski. So back there we could see a little bit of their work. Welcome back again, introducing you one of the 3 artists. By the way, the artists' names are Christina Penrose, Julian Penrose, and Alex Khomski. The name of this exhibit, September 2020, Gallery Z, is 3 Secret Gardens. So the body of work here I'm going to show you is Christina Penrose's works. Christina was born in 1955 in Brazil, and 20 years later, 1975, moved to Philadelphia. After formal education in various universities and art colleges and many degrees, she started doing her work. The body of work that is represented is about 4 years of accumulative work, and it's sort of a mini retrospective of her work in the many years. She works in different series. So what it comes down to, what is her medium? So her medium is mixed media, not just a painter. So she uses the medium of gouache, oil, and she does cutouts, and then she does mixed media with them. Most of her work is on canvas. Some of the work is political. Some of the work is of essence of American Indians or about nature. Wonderful bodies of work, all original works. She currently lives in Philadelphia, and in the summer she spends some time in a family home in Waterford, Connecticut. I want to also pan over to a little bit more of Christina's work here on this left side. So this particular piece is called No Parking. This one is called Fishes Painting with Picasso. I mean, again, various different bodies of work. And she's working unbelievably continuously, and she's done a lot of things with bookbinders, and she got an award on those things. And she graduated from the Cleveland Institute of Art in Lacoste, France. And then she moved on to do some more experimentation of her works. Introducing the next artist of our September 2020 exhibit of Gallery Z is Alex Khomski. Alex was born in Moscow in mid-1950s and has been an artist of Gallery Z, and this is back here some of his work. He's been an artist and representation from Gallery Z for close to 20 years. An incredible, flamboyant, Renaissance man, very creative artist, a graphic designer by trade, a set designer, mural painter. He graduated in Moscow after many years of waiting at the prestigious Stroganov Institute, which is located in Moscow. And there's actually a little joke about this institute, very familiar with it. It's about when you sign in, you don't sign out. It's an entire building, beautiful architecture back from the mid 1825 actually, where artists would go in and they had masters and painters that they would learn from. This body of work is very different than most of his landscape or figurative works of Khomski. And you could span over here, and we could see a little bit more of, this is called anatomy. And some of these are animal figures or symmetrical figures, but they're mostly all on oil, on canvas, with completely mixed media. So there are die cuts in there, there's some jewels in there, things from jewelry companies, and he starts incorporating some pieces of little glitter in some of his gold leaf, and he creates wonderful compositions with his work, all original work. So if we span over there to the left side, you see a leaf, very beautiful piece, very large It's a good sized painting, and it's a painting of an exaggerated leaf, if I may, and with some butterflies all around it, again with the jewels. So this particular one sort of connects the show. It's called, quote unquote, My Secret Garden. It's a beautiful piece. It's a mixed media on campus canvas. It's about 30 inches by 24 inches wide. And we're going to span over really quick into the next piece, a very colorful, very vibrant piece. But he calls this the Thing. Again, mixed media. Maybe it's a creature of sort, or maybe part of an octopus. And you can see all those little floating things, a lot of die cuts that he designs and die cuts himself. Seeking artistic freedom, Khomski actually moved from Moscow to the United States. He currently lives in Arlington, Massachusetts, has a beautiful studio in Boston in an art complex where lots of artists are living and working. This particular piece is called, a beautiful piece in my opinion, one of my favorites, is called Birth of a Butterfly, or Birth of Butterfly. Khomski always interprets nature in his own way. It's a mixed media piece again, on canvas, oil, lots of gold leaf, and a little bit of butterfly things and leafy things, little jewels in those pieces in there. He's had at least 50 solo exhibits around the world, group shows, United States, Canada, Europe. Very interesting fellow. One time he was making lamps, and he also has one piece of sculpture in this particular exhibit. This particular piece is called The Visitor Tree. Again, I don't know if this is a creature here or coming down against. There's a lot of symmetry in this body of work, but that's not the way his work normally works. And there's also little faint angels in there and creatures of figurative pieces. One of his stronger bodies of work are figurative paintings and lots of landscapes. We're going to pan over to a new body of work that Khomski has done. And so this one is memory number one, memory number two. These are different photographs that he has back from the 20s, 30s from Russia. And he converted them into sepia tones and also put jewels and little jewelry company, little glittery things and Swarovski crystals and various cutouts of brass figures. Very tastefully done. Coming back to, again, AK Memory 2, Alex Khomski Memory 2. The top one is that, and the bottom is AK Memory 4. And this is father and brother sitting down. It's a sepia, and it's their works on actually wood and beautiful structure, gold leaf all around. Lots of work involved with this body of work. Next and third artist for this exhibit, Three Secret Gardens, is Julian Penrose, a dear friend, Julian Penrose, an artist that has lots of vision, lots of experience. He's a collage artist, assemblage artist. So here we are with his work. I call him my streetwalker, not in a negative way, but lots of his work are compositions, not at all symmetry. They're works of arts that are collages, assemblages, that are collected from walking the streets and picking up items, or heirloom, from family heirlooms, or how he grew up, where he grew up. Julian Penrose was also born in Brazil, and then eventually moved to Philadelphia, and then later on he moved to Claremont, California, studied there. His discipline is in architecture and landscape design. He's been a gallery member as a curator for Gallery Z for close to 12 years. Happens to be actually the brother of Christine, the younger brother of Christine Penrose, Christina Penrose. And so Julian gathers all his works from knowledge of history, of walks of life, experience of life, travels, and also an incredible background with family, culture, both living in America and Brazil, and all his relationships with his family members. His work is unbelievable. I personally own at least 20 pieces of Julian's work. The collage work that he creates has created for many, many years. He's been showing Gallery Z for close to 12 years, and he's worked with many layers of various types of experimental blues, lots of found objects, and lots of materials that he continuously uses in his work. So he says, like people, every object has a story and a right to be viewed as special. When we hold that object in our hands, we are connected to everyone who has also held it, and every place it has been. By recognizing the sacred in every day, we make art not simply a visual creation, but a living document of the world we all share. I'm very proud of his work. I love his sense of humor, his color, his the combination, and the assemblages. Very, I think, resemblance of Cornell's work, in my opinion. It's a lovely, lovely work. The Christina Penrose, this piece here, it's called the self-portrait. I love this piece. It's a garlic and just so natural. Again, her works are printed on rice paper, some of the cutouts she does, and gouache and mixed media with oil, and sometimes on linen, but mostly on canvas. Going back to her brother's work, Julian Penrose, this particular piece is called Stacks and Lights. Beautiful balance. Look at all these cigar wrappers, or I don't want to stand here and describe the word bougie or a spark plug in French or Portuguese, I think that's what they call it. He's also fluent in various languages. Well-educated person. Again, Christine Penrose, I love her still life series. She has many, many series. We're featuring about 6 of the series. This is called Red Onion on Green. Such beautiful, simple sense of humor. Yellow Dot, this piece, this right here is this Yellow Dot. Julian Penrose. A mixture of a cassette, various types of things he's found, rusted nails. Love his work. And then finally, Pear. That's his Pear, Christina Penrose. And I also want to show you one of the books that Julian published. It's called Recycology. So basically, there are images of some of his works from the past that is presented in this book with his biography in the artist statement. They're $25. Alex Khomski's Floral Series, a triptych. These are designed as a triptych but can be sold separately. Again, they're die cuts of some figures and silhouettes of beautiful flower, very sort of duotone colors with lots of texture. You could see a little bit of texture, what he's mixed with the oil paints and the gold leaf that he's done here. And in the figures he designs, he does the silhouette die cuts from them and creates some symmetry and some figures in there, boys, girls, male, females, some angels, lots of figures. And this is called the Florals 1, 2, 3 mixed media pieces on canvas by Alex Khomski, a wonderful artist from Moscow originally. Julian Penrose's British Empire. It's an assemblage piece. Again, Julian was born in 1961 in Brazil. All these little soldiers are actually from his youth. All the collections of his toys and some walks of life and walking the street, picking up garbage, picking up materials that fall off a truck or a car, or bolts and nuts from a construction site. You see this rusted plumbing pipe parts. And scanning over here, I love this piece. I have again 20 of his pieces. This is called Explorers. explorers. You have a beautiful horse over there, and you have an old oil can with a tool piece and a light lamp. Again, I don't want to describe these, but as composition, as a entire assemblage composition, very, very strong piece. In a collage, actually. Arcadia, look at this piece. This is one of his larger pieces, actually. It's 21 inches by 15.5 inches. This is old building materials, construction site, pieces of wood left over, an old box over here. A lot of fishing gear that he has gotten from his father, who is also an architect. And Julian Penrose, cuttings from the urban garden. My garden consists of urban environment we live in, the cultivation of treasures unearthed from asphalt, concrete, and sand. The idea is to focus on the constant tides that ebb and flow between the natural and man-made to create a whole world in between. Again, another wonderful hot red colors in there. Assemblage piece of Julian Penrose. This particular piece is called Abbey Road. Again, welcome to Gallery Z, and I'm going to say thank you for watching this long video. I get very excited about these things because this is our 9th exhibit of 2020. Gallery Z website is galleryzprov.com. If you want to order online, everything is online and everything is available for shipping. We ship for free. We are a tax-free gallery. And only in Rhode Island, art is tax-free. The opening reception for this exhibit is September 17th, and the show comes down October 3rd. So today is September 3rd, so we're very excited to show this exhibit of 3 secret gardens: Alex Khomski, Julian Penrose, and Christina Penrose. Plus, we have items that are on our online store. Welcome to look at that on our email blast. Thank you so much.